Hey, what's going on, Knights? Name is Izzy the Gamer. Welcome back to another epic video. So today we have a lot to cover. So it was just going to be a basic video, me playing the game and whatever. But they randomly dropped a balance patch, so we're gonna be going over that. Let's go ahead and do these. Look at this balance patch because I've heard a lot of things. But let's go ahead and go over the balance patch. No, it's interesting how they did this. So the balance adjustment shows the little circles. So Ambition Tywin, which is insane. Everybody's been saying he needs a buff. Very good. Charlotte got another buff as well. I want to see what that is. Destina got a buff and an AI improvement. Interesting. Lilibet got a buff too. That's crazy. Tempest Surin, I have her. So that'd be. I wonder what they gave her. Crescent Moon Rin, I have her as well. Shooting Star Arcades, I have her as well. Specimen says yes, but it's a AI improvement. I wonder what they did. AI improvement for Spez and says. Crow Pavel, Fighter Maya, Assassin Sid. Really? Wondrous. Dang, Arcade. I wonder what they were doing wrong, but I guess maybe for dungeons or something like that. All right, first hero on the list, hitting it hard. It is Ambitious Tywin. So I've already kind of looked at it and I'm like, this is really interesting. So before it was just decreased speed and unhealable, which is kind of lame. It didn't really do much, but now it does a stun for 1 turn and decreased speed. So let's say you have Basar and then you have this guy. Like he will do so well on my team for Spez, because then there'd be a lot of stun right there. I'm glad that they buffed him. They're actually looking into him, and I hope that it's not the best, right? Because his passive still does it show? Oh, they changed his passive too. I didn't even look at that. Sorry. Has a 75% chance, max 100% chance to dispel 1 debuff from all the allies when an ally is debuffed after the caster is attacked. Can only be activated once per turn. So the thing about this, right? So this is in a way to counter Basar, and I think a lot of people are thinking the same way, that Basar still kind of counters him because of the combat readiness decrease. So maybe in the future they will actually give him another tweak, maybe a 15% chance increase combat readiness or something like that, or maybe just give effect resistance. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how this, if this would change anything. But the stun is a big change. I really like that they put the stun and decreased speed. That's a big game changer. So I think, doesn't Leo do that, right? 4-star hero. Doesn't he do that? I'm not too sure, but yeah. So decreased speed and stun, I feel like is good. They could probably tweak him a little bit better, and he'll be good. Nobody will complain. All right, first regular 5-star Charlotte. Okay, so what has changed? Okay, so this is dual swords. I'm guessing that's the first skill. This changed attack will always trigger a critical hit. The caster's combat readiness is increased by 20% after attacking. Yeah, this is I think that's her. Yeah, I think that's her first skill, right? Landed right on there. That's funny. Alright, so dual swords. Yes, this is her first skill. That's interesting. I haven't built her because, not that she's bad, I would love to build her just because she's a niche hero, but I don't have enough food to go around. I need to take my hunts seriously. But well, the thing is that now both of her skills land as crits. You don't even have to build her as crit, just pure crit damage, which is really interesting. That's kind of exciting. I wonder how much damage she's gonna do with this. Yeah, that's really interesting. I like that. They basically made her to a complete big nuker, but I think she has to be attacked for her fighting spirit to go up, which is kind of weird because you want to build her as a really hard DPS unit, but you want to build her tanky as well, which is weird. I don't know. Destina, what did she get? So regen and regent. Okay. This is an ally recovering their HP, increasing the combat readiness by 50%. Healing increases proportionate to the caster's max health. See, it might not seem like that big, like, oh my gosh, only 20%, but it is actually pretty big. The reason why is because the amount of combat readiness. So you see a whole bunch of heroes, like let's say Diane, let's say a Vivian just got buffed as well with her exclusive equipment, where she gets 50% combat readiness, and that's huge. So having 50 combat readiness can cut heroes, like especially since if they just took a turn. So that's really interesting. I it's not that big, right? But it's still a buff, right? And her exclusive equipment also got buffed. Option 2 increases combat readiness, the combat readiness by 20% when using regen. Has a 30% chance to reset skill cooldown regen when using. Okay, so basically instead of you having the equipment, it's just on there on the skill itself, and now a 30% chance to reset skill cooldown. Okay. I wish it would have been a higher chance. You look at Katie's, and her second skill automatically gives you invincibility and a skill cooldown. So it's like, give her a 50% chance. Wouldn't it been okay and very symmetrical? 50-50? Like, it'd be cool. I don't know. Maybe they'll buff it soon or something. That a buff is a buff, right? But I feel like still, people, if you're gonna use the exclusive equipment, people are gonna go for the skill cooldown on her third skill, because that's really what's hurting her. Lilibet has already been good. She does a whole bunch of damage. I didn't summon for her, and I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I have Spez now. But it's always good to have more people that do extinction. But this is her third skill, I believe. Slashes the enemy with Cho and Mao, inflicting, okay, blah blah. Hit chance is increased by 20% when using this skill. Okay, so this is not crit hit chance. This is hit chance. That is saying that even if they have, let's say, Moonlight Dreamblade, right? The probability of it proccing would be less, which is really good. Because Arby's, let's say Arby's, right? Or let's say Fat Cats, right? Or Fat Cats there, and then a Arby, and or let's say Fat Cats, Violet, and Ruel, right? Or whatever reviver. She has a better chance to land this skill, which is really good. Okay, so so basically what they're doing is just taking the exclusive equipment and just adding it onto it and changing the exclusive equipment. That's interesting. Increases damage dealt by 10%. Okay. That's still really good. At 10%, that's a big nuke for that big juicy nuke for a third skill. She already does a lot of damage, so I feel like Lilibet loners are happy. RB owners are not happy, but RB's too OP, man. Instead of them nerfing himself, they're nerfing him with other units, and that's what we're all asking for. Nobody wants their hero nerfed, so that's okay. Tempest Surin, this is one I have. So let's see what this does. Swift movement. Damage. Okay, so this is her passive. Damage suffered in one attack does not exceed 51% max health, which is kind of weird because there's so many multi-hitters, so it doesn't really matter. When the caster's health is 70% or less, when the enemy's turns end, dispels all debuffs from the caster and grants stealth for one turn. Before increasing combat readiness of the caster by 20%, can only be, so it goes up to 10%. Oh, it says it right there. Max 30%. Can only be activated once per turn. How does this help her position though? If you don't know, I actually summoned her twice when she was out. But bleed, right? And her third skill cannot buff. I don't know. She's still, she's still kind of niche. Like, okay, like I've seen her damage, and her third skill, her multiplier is not that good. So what is she there for? Like, what's the point? She's just there to just like, all right, I cleansed myself. That's it. Like, I don't know. That's super weird. I wish they would do something with their third skill, like unable to buff and something else. Decrease combat. No, I'm just kidding. Increase combat readiness of everybody else. Wouldn't that, like, I don't know, like that'd be really cool. Her animations are really cool. I just wish they would do something more. It's weird. Maybe she needs an exclusive gear for her to get good. Either way, a buff is a buff regardless, and they're basically just kind of like pushing a little bit. They don't want to make it broken, and then they have to nerf it, and then they have to give tickets out again, you know, like they usually do. So it makes sense that they're kind of like just testing the water. So maybe that's what they're doing here. Okay. Oh, there's her third skill. Attacks all the enemies. I should have kept reading. My goodness. Attacks all enemies with a 65% chance, 85% chance. Okay, that changed. Oh, okay. Buff for 2 turns and inflict silence. And the cooldown goes down to 3 turns. Ooh, that's interesting. Unable to buff and silence. That's a really interesting. Okay, that triggered, that piqued my interest, because bringing it down to 3 turns, and then her combat readiness every turn. Is it only when, and she grants stealth. That's so crazy. Okay. I like it. We'll see where it goes. I like it. Her animation's so good. It shouldn't go to waste. And this puts her kind of like, let's see where this goes. It's not even where, like, it's not like this is average and this is bad. She's kind of like where, like, we'll see where this goes. Crescent Moon Rin. Okay, I have this girl to attacks the enemy with the lavish dance, inflicting stun for 1 turn before stealing 2 buffs and granting their effects to all allies. If the enemy is not buffed, the cooldown of this skill is reduced by 1 turn. That's a weird one. That's a weird one. It really is weird, because it feels like they emphasized before. Inflicting stun for 1 turn before stealing 2 buffs. So having immunity, it doesn't matter, because she won't stun them. That's super weird. I don't know. Am I the only one that sees that's weird? Skill cooldown reduced by 1 turn. I feel like that's still pretty good. So does this make me still want to build her more than before? Not really. She's still kind of in the same bracket. But hey, I don't know. Y'all let me know. Okay, dispels all debuffs from. Oh, I don't even know what I'm. I don't even know what I'm just like. All right, let's read. Shooting Star Arcades. Okay, this is one I have as well. Dispels all debuffs from both the caster and the target. Ooh, okay. See, that's so good. That is so good. Like the thing is that I haven't built her. I built her. I just don't have her on good gear. But that's insane. Dispels all debuffs, and if you're in Guild War, right, that's 2/3 of your team, and it heals a lot, and she revives or puts 3 turns of mortality. That is insane. She's an insane Soul Weaver. I don't even know what to say. That's really. I didn't expect that. That's really good. I'm guessing they're trying to really get her to be used. I don't see her being used. AI improvements. Targets do not have invincibility buff. Oh, I think that's his 3rd skill. Yes. Okay. You know what? I feel like that's a good thing. I feel like that's good, because there are times when I just, alright, I auto arena because I'm like, alright, I've basically won this, and he would use his 3rd skill on invincibility buff. I like that. Okay. Crow, targets. Okay. I guess a lot of these did that. Assassin Sid targets the highest combat readiness gouge. Okay. That makes sense. That's good. That's good. Wonder still yep, that's good as well. Pavel used first unconditionally. If bullets is okay, that's good. I like that. That's good. Destina's Grace used when an ally has been affected with the debuff. Okay. Obviously because they changed her skill. Used an ally's health is okay. Used when it's been afflicted. Really? I didn't even know that she didn't do it. I thought she did it because there were debuffs. That's the whole point of her 3rd skill. And this is good for, especially for defense, because you'd hope for them to derp. Now they can't derp. Says when the target's health is at 50% or less, there is a 100% chance for this skill to be used. Okay, that's good. So anyways, long story short, TLDR, the buffs are good. I feel like the winners are Ambitious Tywin, of course. He didn't just get like a, oh, let's just add, like, they put a stun, slow, and they improved his passive. Can they do better with him? Of course, but this is just kind of a stepping stone to where, okay, he's really good now. So that's gonna happen. We're gonna have to just wait and see what the other ML heroes, you know, Katie's way too good. ML Katie's got she like skyrocketed. ML Surin and ML Rin, we're gonna have to see how those fare out. ML Surin looks really interesting. Her silence and unable to buff, plus her being stealth and cleanses herself, plus combat readiness boost. It would be, I feel like it'd be really annoying if you don't have a cleanser or immunity. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Every like, comment, subscription is appreciated, and I hope to see y'all in the next video or stream. All right, peace.